He's discovering lots about himself, and he's spending a lot more time in the bathroom.
This will be the high point of my day.
Todd?
That's Todzilla, bitch.
Adventure is up there!
Here's a Todzilla X dispatch.
It's the last night before Brian shows up tomorrow. In 2 days here in snowy Chicago. And then fly off to Cancun on Thursday. And she gets her house back to herself. She's excited, aren't you? She just did a whoop. Seriously. What the fuck is wrong with her? Fuck snow. Shit, a car! Chicago smells terrible. El Terrible. Muy.
At least it's warm.
That it is. Finally, January 29th, 2015, about 5 in the morning. And Brian and I are on the way out of the building and on our way down to the world famous L, the red line for the airport and Cancun. Been a long time coming. Hopefully I don't fall on the ice from the freezing rain from the day before. We're loaded down and sure to annoy the shit out of whoever has to share the train with us today. Away we go. Next stop, Midway.
Doors closing.
Welcome to beautiful Isla, Mujeres, Mexico, just off the coast from Cancun. Today is, see if I can get this right, February the 7th. It's a Saturday. If I have that day wrong, I've lost track, which is pretty typical when I come down here. We've been here, Brian and I have been here a total of 9 days today. 9 days that was supposed to be 2 or 3 at the most. And this trip has not started off as well as it could. As soon as I got off the airplane, got to the bus station, caught the taxi to the ferry terminal, my bag with my computer and my GoPro and my hard drive and my SteriPen, the water sterilizer thing that I have, I left it sitting at the ticket counter. Didn't realize it until I was on the ferry. Had to take a 20-minute ferry ride to the island, go back to the ferry terminal in hopes that it would still be there. It was not there. So I've intended on doing all sorts of extravagant videos on this trip, and that's not going to happen now. I don't know if I'm going to do any videos beyond this one, to be honest with you.
Hey, Panda Bear. We don't take kindly to panda bears around here. If you don't like it, you can get out. Yeah, so bork bork.
I got that on video.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, you should not film this.
Yes, that is a dead Mexican mouse on the floor of the hostel. And that's your killer.
Mom gets some
And the great thing about this video is his eyes are glowing while it's doing this.
Yeah, that is the great thing about that video.
Oh, listen to the crunching.
That's exactly pace in there. Everyone's all fucking heads in each other like that. It's so nice.
Hitchcock. Losing that equipment really kind of started the trip off on the wrong foot, although it's been a great week outside of that. Wound up hanging around with a few Swedes all weekend, Henrik and Daniel, and met a ton of people while we were here. It's been a fun week, but it's been too long. It's 3 times longer than I usually want to stay here, because this island, as beautiful as it is, if you can see behind me, hopefully you can hear me with the wind, is one of the most beautiful places you're ever going to find anywhere. And so a lot of swimming in the Caribbean, a lot of drinking, a lot of money being spent that probably shouldn't have been spent. So this trip moving forward may not look like it was intended to look. We'll have to see. Brian and I are heading back into Cancun here in about an hour, and we're going to try to book a bus to my favorite town in all of Mexico, San Cristobal de las Casas in Chiapas. And we're going to try to get down there and live on the cheap. We're going to cook. We're going to live at a cheap hostel, maybe camp, and see how things go from there. So this may be the only video you get from me this trip. Who knows? I have to produce it on my iPhone. Ugh! I'm so disgusted at myself. But it's just stuff. Can be replaced. Not a big deal. Didn't lose my passport or my money, so I'm all right there. So until next time, hasta luego. We'll see you in San Cristobal. So long.
It's just a ride, fuckers. Quit taking yourself so seriously.